What's going on, everybody? Uncanny Omar here, and hope everybody's having a good Saturday, good weekend, good Sunday, depending on where you are. Sorry, I was having a little bit of issues with the camera, trying to get it on, and it's on. So hope everybody can hear me. And yes, of course, I'm running this by myself because Astonishing Melanie is working today. So, of course, I had to be late. So I hope everybody's doing well. Line in front of the camera is long. Well, you know. What's up, Luis? Big shout out to Luis Hernandez, by the way. Big shout out. I wanted Melanie to do the shout out. Why? So I'll let her do it. What's up, Andrew Kennedy? How are you doing, Jacob? Andrew, whoever's watching today from whose ever account. What's up, Instant Motivation? Hola, Omar. ¿Cómo están, hermanos? Doing well today. So I do have an announcement to make as far as a Marvel Gallery edition. So we got a brand new Marvel Gallery edition. I'll share the cover and I'll share the content as soon as more people trickle in. But big thank you to David Gabriel and Marvel for sending us this just for this specific show. They were kind enough to let me share it for this specific show. So no need for a tie, no need for a suit. Although you will be seeing some of those starting Monday. Does it have claws? Not this time, buddy. Not this time. Good morning, Gabriel. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, man, I've gotten quite fond of those gallery and treasury editions. They're growing on me quick, man. I really like them. How you doing, Matt? Yeah, where is everybody from? I haven't asked that for a while. Where's everybody from? Buenos días, hermano. Espero que estés pasando el mejor de los días. Muchas gracias, hermano. Así. Mi esposa está trabajando. Yo tengo que cuidar a los niños. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. Let's go. Right. Yeah, I got to announce that. Very happy for you all, man. Very, very happy for you all. Not much, Luis. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hey, man, thanks for making videos. They make my day. Love from India. Well, much love to you, man. Thank you for watching them. Miami, Florida t-shirt. Oh, t-shirt. Where? Who said that? Was that Hannah? Omar. Hey, my bro. Much love from Las Vegas. Omni Nation. Next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to stop by and see you, man. I haven't been to Vegas in a little bit. But I told Gabe, yes, it's Monster Squad, baby. Had to bring it on. Omar, what's up, Sonic? By the way, Sonic just reminded me he was one of our winners from overseas. Round 2 of the prizes went out. I'm trying to keep it to 5 rounds. It's a lot, and the next round was going to have some international shipping. So I've already gotten a hold of those folks. And I do have some bad news, though. They are not taking packages to Australia. So I think there were a couple of winners from Australia. I can't send them out until they clear that, and that's a USPS guy. It's Australia that has gone on pure lockdown. Is that where you are, Carl? Sweden. Greetings from Ireland, South Africa. What's up, Joshua? And yes, I will be doing an overview of the SOULE Omnibus that you saw on here. Yeah, Monster Squad, dude. I love this movie. Wolfman's got, you know. Can you repeat what you said at the beginning? Part of it got cut off. Yeah, I'm here by myself. Is everybody hearing me okay? Manila, what's up, man? Always great start to my Saturday mornings in near condition. What's up, Trigonosis? How's my boy doing, man? Is that where you are, Clark Nato? You're in Minnesota? We're supposedly going to snow in the next 2 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's crazy, right? That Australia, I mean, I don't blame them. They've gone in such a lockdown that they are not accepting packages from overseas. So I can't send anything over there. So Austria checking in. Did you see Venom Let There Be Carnage yet? It's hard to keep away from spoilers because here it don't come out for another 2 weeks. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go see it on Sunday. I think Oldfell and I are going to review it sometime next week. What's up, Graham? How's my buddy doing? Emmanuel, the Goon. Bunch of old crap volume 1s on sale at my local comic book shop for $15 worth of pickup. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, man, it's one of my favorite horror / Halloweeny type of stories. It's Eric Powell, and it's got humor in it, though. I think it's got a lot more humor than Hellboy does, but it's dark and it's gruesome at times. I love it, dude. At $15, go for it. What's up, Gwen? How you doing? What Star Wars Dark Horse collection would you like to see in omnibus form next? There's a couple. I mean, I really want them to finish out Star Wars, the Marvel years, or not the classic Marvel years, but the stuff that Jason Aaron started. I would love for them to finish that out with a volume 2. That's the stuff by Greg Pak. But I would also love to see this. So the new Empire collected in omnibus format. That would be cool. Omar, how was your day and how was your Friday? Are you by any chance watching Squid Games? As a matter of fact, my oldest daughter, Lydia, and I are both watching Squid Games. We just got on episode 6. I will say that was a little rough to watch, man. Like I got a little teary-eyed on that one. I'm not gonna give any spoilers away. It's a fun show. It's on Netflix. It's Korean, and it reminds me a lot of Battle Royale. Battle Royale is one of my favorite manga, and of course, the first movie was solid. Second one, Venom 2 was better. Has a better U.S. box opening than Shang-Chi, for real. Good to see you back too, Asif. I didn't know that, Cody. That shows you the power of the symbiote, right? Maybe. Did you see Rocky? Dude, Graham. Rocky 4 is my favorite Rocky movie, right? I love Rocky 4. I jogged to that soundtrack. I had Vince DiCola sign my soundtrack. Oh my God. Of course. I cannot wait. With November 11th, I think is when it comes out, right? I'm so stoked for that movie, dude. So stoked for that movie. Jack Smith, if you don't mind me asking, and I hope it doesn't get drawn out in the replies, but let me know which Omni is going to be your first Omni, brother. What's up, Glenn? From the UK. Today I'm eating a classic Swedish. Yeah, I'm not. Basically a hot dog wrap with mashed potatoes and cucumber sauce. That sounds so delicious, dude. Oktoberfest just started. That reminded me of that. Omar, do you know anything about Lady Death Omnibus coming out in February 2022? I know that it was a Kickstarter, and I know that it's not as big as a lot of people wanted it to be. I also don't know if it's going to be oversized or standard edition. That's all I know. Do it, Shonda Sook. You won't regret it. What's up, Joe Felton? Hello, I bought my first comic because of your videos. Thank you. The most important thing, Super Saiyan Gohan, is that Super Saiyan Gohan 2, is that you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Tales of the Jedi. That would be good too, man. Do you know anything about a Punisher Omnibus reprint? I don't. I'm so sorry. Morning from Singapore, Canada's far east. What's up, Sasquatch? Surprised you heard about the shipping news here in Australia. Going to suck since Christmas is coming up. It's going to get really delayed packages. I heard about it because I was a couple of the winners from our 50K were in Australia, and at the post office they were like, yeah, we're not shipping anything there. Dang. What's my opinion on Nick Spencer's run on Spider-Man? Ups and downs, dialogue heavy. Started off with a bang. Although I really like Boomerang and that relationship between him and Peter. I haven't read the final volume yet, but see, I really like the fact that he was playing the long game. He was establishing some subplots at the beginning of his run that kind of got, well, most of them got solved about the middle of the way, and then a lot of them are still dangling there. So yeah, I like that about him. Not a lot of writers do that these days because sadly not a lot of writers get the chance to write that long. Thank you so much, Alex Cash, for the super chat, my brother. First off, much love, Omar. We heard about Ultimate Spider-Man reprint all the way back in February. Should we have heard about a volume 2 by now, or is there still a chance? I think there's still a chance. I think the sales of volume 1, you know, the book has to sell. I don't think it's sold out yet at, what is it called? I guess it's, yeah, it was Diamond, I think. They're still shipping those out. So I don't know. I haven't heard of a volume 2 yet, but then again, you know, the anniversary of Spider-Man is in September. So maybe sometime around that month in 2022, they'll start kicking off some more Spider-Man Omnis. Volume 1 reprint was the kickoff. I know of another one that was pushed back till later that year, but that's all I know so far. I know the Spidey Omni. If you're not feeling Maison, well, it depends, right? If you're not feeling Maison Ikkoku 200 pages in, it may not be for you. The humor and all of that. If you're not already developing a relation with the main characters, probably not for you, man. Battle Royale, do you mean the Hunger? How dare you? I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Blasphemy. I haven't read Batman Long Halloween. Should I get the new deluxe edition or the omnibus? it's up to you. If you like big, heavy books, the omnibus, it's got everything. It's got the Haunted Night, Long Halloween, and then the follow-up, which is Dark Victory, which is the introduction of, well, it replaces Robin Year 1. Rather, it replaces Batman Year 3. That's what it replaces. So, yeah, if you're a fan of those big books, go for the omnibus. Absolutely. I wish Marvel and IDW would do a Daredevil TMNT. The hand and the foot would unite. Then you have Stick versus Splinter. That would be awesome, huh? That would be cool. I'd be down with that. Yes, please hit that like button. Thank you so much for reminding everybody, Gabriel. I really appreciate that, buddy. I'm so excited for the ASM reprint Volume 1. I'm excited for all the people that missed out on it. You all get a chance to buy it now, and you know that makes me happy. Omar, do you know when is coming out the JMS Volume 1 by, or ASM by JMS Volume 1? I believe that was supposed to be next April or May. But then again, some things could get pushed back. Omar, how do you feel about Cobra Kai Season 4 coming out December 31st? And they already started filming. I love Cobra Kai, man. You all, I don't know if some of you all know or not, I'm cheap. I don't like spending money. I'm very frugal when it comes to stupid things like streaming media. I've got YouTube Red for the pure purpose of just finishing out Cobra Kai Season 1. So I was hooked from the beginning. So I'm excited for 4 and 5. Thanks for all the Extreme X-Men announcements. This is my number 1 to have in 20. I love that, man. I love that it's your number 1. Yeah, I get it. It's not for everybody. It's Claremont's third return to the, well, still his second run but then they had Morrison come in and they were like, sorry, Claremont, we got this Grant Morrison guy coming in and you're out. Claremont's like, what? Fine, I'll make my own Extreme team. But I dug it. What's up, Taylor Talks Comics? I'm getting my first order from Right Stuff. It has Blackjack by Tezuka. What's my favorite Tezuka? Honestly, Blackjack is my favorite. But probably the kid in me still loves Astro Boy. I love that stuff, man. What's up, Phil? How you doing? Do you think Absolute Swamp Thing Volume 2 will get reprinted? Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. It'll come back with the second printing or the Volume 2 did have a black label. I think it will. Hey, Omar, if you're in contact with anyone at DC, let them know to include those Origin one-shots in the Absolute Metal. That would be awesome. Sure. I'm still waiting for their reply back from my last email last week and this week. So we'll see. Definitely excited for Extreme X-Men. Yeah, me too, man. What's up, Aaron? Finally made it back to a live show. Hope all is well. All is well, my brother. All is well. Is the first hardcover of Sidarski's Daredevil getting a reprint? Not that I've heard of, but Marvel usually, and I say usually, they have sometimes, doesn't reprint those OHC books. So I will say that much, but I don't know if they'll reprint that one. Big Stu in Orlando. What's up, buddy? Omar, where's Melanie? I'm waiting to see it. Maybe you said it already. I got a call, so stepped away. I did. I said that she's working today, and I gave you a big shout out, but I didn't say why because I want her to be the one that says why. So she'll be back next Saturday. Another Spidey reprint or a new omnibus? A new Spider-Man omnibus, but it was pushed back until later next year, so can't say a word. I read the Omni for Long Halloween, and it was pretty easy for me to read. Loved it. Yeah, it's great. Hey, Omar, I was wondering if Uber Comic by Kieran Gillen is still being continued. Right now, it's on hiatus. That's all I know. Kieran Gillen. I just had a hard time with his name. As a Spider-Man fan, do you think that Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus is a mandatory buy? I'll answer this carefully. I wasn't the biggest fan. It's retelling stories in a modern way. I like my classic stories just fine. However, it means so much for so many people because this was their way. This was their Spider-Man. This was their fresh take on Spider-Man that brought them back to comics. Or, like I mentioned, this was their very first comic that they got. So, is it important or a mandatory buy? Sure, I think everybody should read it. You should make up your own mind. Absolutely, man. It's people love it for a reason. You got Mark Bagley on artwork, and it's a consecutive run. They broke the record after Stan Lee and Jack Kirby on Fantastic Four for having the most consecutive issues. They broke that record on Ultimate Spider-Man, Bendis and Bagley. Just bought the first 2 Fable books. What do you think of the series? Loved it. Top 10 favorite Vertigo series of all time. I don't care if it's got a black label on it now. It will always be Vertigo to me. The Frog Prince is my favorite story. God bless. Omar, regarding the PRH transition, are the release dates on previous worlds still relevant? Do the ones on PRH apply to DMs or just the book retail market? So, usually on my videos when I say, this is coming out this day on the direct market and then a couple of weeks later in the book market, I don't think that's going to be the case anymore because PRH is going to release them both the same day in book market and in direct market. The closest you're going to find is the PRH catalog. However, that's still being built and there's some things missing or there's some things that are going to be changed around. I got a list from Marvel of the books that are for sale in October. But there were some books that were showing up in PRH that were not showing up on the master list that they sent me. So at this point, it's anybody's guess. But I will say that Diamond is that they're going to be off. The Previews World is going to be off more than anybody. Been searching forever for a Werewolf by Night Volume 1 to go my Volume 2 and 3. Any reprints coming? No, I need to remember to text or message David about a list of complete collections. Because I asked if they're ever reprint them, and he said not really sometimes. And I said, what if I give you a list to make it easier? So he said, sure, I'll take a look. That was a few months ago. And I know he gets bombarded with so many things, so I'll have to remind him. I'm 2 volumes into Asadora. Highly recommended. My wife would agree. She loves it, man. What's up, Betty? You're never late to the party. Did Omar announce Superior Spider-Man Omni next year? Hint, hint. Good morning, by the way. I have not. I didn't know anything about that, but maybe you do. Just finished Squid Game, 10 out of 10. What's up, Forsaken? How you doing? Is there confirmation that the Swamp Thing box set will have original colors? No confirmation yet. My guess is that it's going to have the original colors, just because they are just reprints of the trade paperbacks, and they're just putting them into a box set. I could be wrong, though. Hey, Omar, do you know if JSA Omnibus Volume 2 is getting a reprint? I only ask because I just bought Volumes 1 and 3. Is it out of print again? It got a stealth reprint last year. So, I don't know. I found out by looking at the catalog when it was getting reprinted. And I told a bunch of retailers. So, that's all I know. And speaking of reprints, at this time, I just want to remind everybody, I think I've already mentioned it, or maybe on social media, but just in case you don't have social media, Wolverine Volume 1 is getting one more final, I was told final, from PRH, small restock. So it's going to be very limited. I know that Cheap Graphic Novels is taking pre-orders right now for Wolverine Omnibus Volume 1 in case you missed that particular omnibus. So again, cheapgraphicnovels.com. Tell them the Urban Condition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order. That's cheapgraphicnovels.com. I don't have a song, nor will I have a song for Walt's Comics because my wife's not here. Hey, Omar, I'm in the UK. Your videos make my day. Not so much my wallet, but I love you all the same. Thanks, Marek. I really appreciate that, man. How do I feel about the Sandman on Netflix? I don't know. I'm glad nobody asked me about Cowboy Bebop. I feel strongly about that. Sandman, sure. You know, Neil Gaiman, seal of approval. And I know it's really hard to judge when the creator has a seal of approval because a lot of people immediately think, oh, well, of course they're going to have a seal of approval. It's a check for them. Of course they want to endorse it and want you to watch it. With the exception of Alan Moore. Alan Moore just don't give a crud about checks anymore. Yeah, I'm going to buy AMS 2 and 3 during December. Then with that release in the summer, I will have 3 Omnis to read for my summer break. That's awesome, man. And hopefully we'll get a Volume 4. Is Boom sending me an advanced copy of Something's Killing the Children? I pre-ordered Slipcase. Paying 4 option is the only way to get books for the rest of the years. No, I don't think so. But as soon as I get it, I also went the slipcase route. And you know what, dude? Here's the thing, Clark, that I thought about when I was doing my upcoming collected editions for October. It's that, oh wait, when the series is over, there'll be a volume 2, and I'm sure there'll be one oversized deluxe edition again that contains every bit of the comics. Do you read any indie comics right now? Honestly, with the way my schedule is, I've got so many things to read. I had a couple people send me their independent stuff, and they're on my next pile to read. So in a way, I still do when people send me things, and I really appreciate that. That is so sweet that people go out of the way. The least I could do is, read those books that they've sent me. But I have to make time to do it. Omar's saying he doesn't like spending money with a giant collection of trees. But no, not when it comes to streaming media. Because I don't own it physically, baby. I don't mind spending money on physical things. I can hold that. But streaming media or streaming video games or digital video games, don't get me started on that, my dude. The super sticker from my buddy Jeff. How's it going, Jeff? Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that. I can't see what the super sticker is. I'm sure it's lovely. Until StreamYard does some kind of freaking update on there. Does the old Marvel logo distract you when you look at your shelf? No. Volume 2 is out of stock at CGN. Volume 1 is a special order, JSA. Okay. Omar, what about ASM Volume 3? That comes out later this year. It was delayed until November, I think. It was supposed to come out in September, but it's coming back out, the reprint. Do you think the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man next year will get multiple new Omnis, or just one, or none at all? Okay, I keep forgetting this. Y'all, you need to keep me in check. So on my Patreon, I put, they have early access to videos, and one of the videos was an upcoming omnibus, and I was about to say something about that character, and then, okay, so I think there will be more than one, absolutely. I mean, I know there's going to be a, we know that there's a reprint, and I know there's one, but that doesn't come out until later next year. So, yeah, I'm sure there'll be more than one. I'm still holding out hope for an American Vampire Omni reprint, plus a volume 2 with the Snyder wrapping and up the 1976 series. I had no idea that book was out of print until somebody asked me. So I'm thinking that will be reprinted when volume 2 is announced. Hopefully they'll announce it. Omar, do you agree with me that it's criminal that we don't have a Batman Year 1 Deluxe Edition in print right now? Yes. I think that it's more criminal that we don't have a Batman Year 2. Wait, we did get a Batman Year 2 in Deluxe Edition. Why don't I have that? I'm so stupid sometimes. I've been so lost. Judge Dredd comics, Omar, mostly black and white. I decided to go back to the beginning, the complete Case Files. Man, I didn't know what I was getting into. Case Files Volume 5 was, I think, the one that I'm like, if you want to get into Judge Dredd, this is it, man. This is awesome. Omar, what's your favorite version of Batman? Jim Aparo, the artist I grew up with. In Wolverine Volume 2, I got to read Meltdown, and it was an amazing experience. Yes! I'm so glad you said that, because I really pushed for that to be added to the omnibus, and David agreed with me, and he had to go and argue with people because it had mature content. You remember that one scene where he's like, oh, it is just peeing, right? But they didn't want to put it on there because it was adult content, and they had to rate it mature. And the argument was like, yeah, but what kid is going to go buy a $125 omnibus? So I'm so glad you liked that, man. And that was added in there at no extra cost. Uncanny Omar, you're welcome. Pre-order Hulk Peter David Omnibus Volume 1 reprint with the OPB gift card I won during the 50K giveaway. Thanks again, Omar, and thank you for watching, my dude. Congratulations. Squadron Supreme Classic Omni is the first Omni I'm picking up to answer your question. Great story, and it's pretty cheap. Congratulations, Jack. Oh, Mark Grunwald's masterpiece, man. I love that story too, dude. I did ask about the Cape Crusader and Dark Knight Detective and Second Chances. Zip, zero. I got no reply back. So, sorry, man. I wish I had better news. Suggest some good Batman omnibus. Batman by Paul Dini. Batman and Robin by Peter Tomasi. That one's out of print, though. Batman by Grant Morrison is solid. Nightfall, if you want to go back to the 90s and see what that's about. And if you want to go back all the way to the beginning, get that Batman Golden Age Volume 1. Your views on Netflix, Cowboy Bebop. I have some strong views. If you're so excited for it, though, if you're so excited for it, then by all means, don't let my views change your mind. I don't get it. I don't see a need for these things, these remakes. I also don't see a need for remakes of Disney animated classics, like Aladdin or Jungle Book or The Lion King. Especially The Lion King, because The Lion King was already animated, and it wasn't like they had live action actors in The Lion King. It was just CG. So what's the point? With Cowboy Bebop to me holds a special place in my heart. It was the reason why I came back to watching anime in 1998. That, Trigun, and Berserk were the 3 series that brought me back to watching anime. And I don't know. What's the point if everything from that opening looks like episodes from the series? So are they expanding the universe, or I thought they were going to do their own thing? Those are just my thoughts, though. But if you're hyped for it, man, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Sup, Omar? Is X-Men's Fatal Attractions Omnibus getting a reprint with a regular DM cover? I don't know about that one, man. I know of 2 more X-Men related Omnis that are coming out. They're new. They're not reprints. Omar, what about ASM Volume 4? Just need that one. I'm sure that one will come, my dude. Just give it some time. I promise. Yo, Omar, I read the first 3 issues of Claremont's X-Men, and I'm hooked. Are there going to be reprints of Volumes 1, 2, and 4? Yes. Yeah, those are coming back. They were supposed to be coming out, I think, October, November, December, but I think everything's been delayed. So just give it a little bit of time. What's up, my dude? What's going on, Josh? If you haven't seen my interview with Josh, you should go and check that out. That's on Monday's show at 7 p.m. He's doing a comic called Bang, trying to get it published. Great-looking book, and he's such a good dude. Any hint for Marvel announcements coming up this week? Oh, man, let me think about that. I'm horrible at giving hints. Had my first order arrive from Walt Comics yesterday. Thank you for the super chat before I go any further, Jeff Sutter. Great service. Use NMC code for free shipping. Excellent. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I'm so glad that you had a good experience with them. Omar, have you seen What If on episode 8? I haven't yet. I haven't seen 7 or 8. I'm probably going to binge watch them so Oldfell and I can review them next week. So, yeah, I haven't seen it. Hey, Omar, ASM Volume 2 is getting restocked in December. You think we'll get it with updated spine? Yes. I think everything that's going to be updated, that's going to get restocked, will have a new spine. As far as books like Uncanny X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, or anything from the Silver Age will have that new design. I've mentioned that before. I'm 100% sure now. I'm not really hyped for the Netflix Cowboy Bebop. I mean, I get it. There are some people that are. And heck, and here's the way that I see it. The positive is that maybe people haven't even seen Cowboy Bebop will go back and watch the original after watching this series and, be interested by it. So, we'll see. At least that's my positive spin on that. Omar, any sign of Iron Man or Marvel team up in Omnibus near future? There's always hope for that, man. There's always hope for that, my dude. Iron Man doesn't get a lot of love, The sales of the Silver Age book Omnis just didn't do well, but that was a while back. The Dan Slott run, I don't know how well that one sold. I don't hear enough people talk about it. And the one before that was the Sean Chen and Kurt Busiek, also one that I think went liquidated. So I don't know. Hopefully, I would love a follow-up to the David Michelinie one. But that's a good question. Deadman Omnibus is still not in the catalog. I didn't see it in the catalog, so I'll have to double check. Sounds to me like Omar just announced Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 5. I did? Man, you're looking deep. Look, everybody's thinking their own thing now. Blink once if it's an X-Men by Carey. Oh, I would love that, man. Trigun, first saw it in high school, and I just had to learn HT on guitar. Oh, yes, man. My wife and I just rewatched it with the kids. We watched it this time in Japanese. I had only seen it in Japanese. I never saw the American dub, which has the Power Ranger. What's his name? Johnny on Bosch, who, because of that show, like the popularity of him as a voice actor just blew up. Dude, any chance of a Tomb of Dracula complete collection getting reprints? I saw the Marvel Masterworks. I prefer the Epic style format too. However, the Masterwork is beautiful. I'm on the 5th issue and just rereading that classic stuff, man. And I mean, and it's not touched up like, holy crap, you're going to notice right away. But you can tell like some of the cleanup that they've done. Hot take, add in X Factor issues that didn't go into the PAD Omnibus for a Fatal Attraction Omnibus. Okay. Wait a minute now. I can get down with that because you try to map my ex, man. All right, here we go. So if they do that, then they can put some of those other issues. They don't have to do 95 to 105. They can like go 90, 92 to 100. Then 101 to 105 for a Phalanx Covenant reprint. That, baby. That's how we make bacon. Is that a saying? What the heck am I talking about? Hey, Omar, do we have any more reprints coming from the poll? Yes. Omar, when is Uncanny X-Men Volume 3 restock so we can get it in the EU? I don't know. I'm honestly, I don't know because it was supposed to be October, November. However, everything is delayed. And I mean, the entire world, not just comics, not just books. Everything's delayed. So I don't know, maybe early next year. Are there more manga top 10s coming? There is a manga tour that's coming. There are my top 10 manga most wanted in hardcover format. And I also want to start doing some hidden gems manga style because there's a lot of books. So, like, I always had this fear, man, that, like, people did not care about my take on manga because I'm 40-something and I've been reading manga, you know, for 30-plus years. And then, like, these young people started, young people, they're in their 20s, started commenting on my video saying, dude, I love your take on manga. It comes from the old school. And that really made me feel good, man. I was like, oh, thank you. I really didn't think anybody cared. They were like, please suggest some things to read because there's so many books that you have that I've never heard of. So thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you again for the interview. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. Thank you for all you have done and doing to, and you're going to go read God Loves Make Kills this week. Congratulations. I hope you like it. I know there's some people that didn't like it though. Good morning, Omar. Any Fantastic Four new Omnis coming out? Please don't make us wait until the movie. Did I see that on the list? I have Epics. I haven't seen that in Omnibus though. I'm also terrible at giving hints. I always end up giving it away. Right. And then my problem with giving hints is that sometimes I give a hint and then people take it the wrong way. And then they're like, but you said this was coming. Like if I did like an X, they're like, yo, that's Wakanda Forever. Or if I did an X, people would be like, that's Extreme X-Men Volume 2. So I try to, like, if I give a hint, I'm so bad at it. Omar, do you think we will get 300 issues of Hellblazer and Omnibus or Compendium? I think Compendium has a better shot than Omnibus at this point. Just because they started with the Garth Ennis Omnibus, which, by the way, to me is that top-notch, best Hellblazer run. I mean, there's other creators, like Mike Carey's had a phenomenal run on Hellblazer. But since they didn't start with Delano's run, I don't know. I don't know if they'll go back and do those. To map it around that one omnibus, I don't see them. I hate to even say this, but I don't see them sacrificing the time to do that. So maybe in a compendium format, they just put a couple of those complete collections, which are great. They're big, thick books, into one compendium. By the way, Chris, I didn't thank you for the super chat. So thank you for the super chat, my dude. What's up, Hayden? Omar, considering you weren't a fan of the first Venom, save your money and wait for Disney Plus to let there be carnage with that Sony deal they did. It was a mess. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Dude, but Hayden, I was wrong. Amanda and I were wrong. People loved Venom. Remember in my review, I was like, I don't even know who this is for. Hey, Dom, what is the code for free delivery from Walt's Comic Shop? All right, I'll tell you about it here in a second. All right, here we go. If you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, which is very important these days, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC books within the EU. Flat shipping rates of €9.90 for all EU countries. Extremely careful and sturdy packaging, and all emails are answered within 24 hours until they blow up and get big. They also have a superb selection of out-of-print books, and just head over to waltzcomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles. And then for a limited time, you can use the code near mint condition, all caps, all one word, at the checkout, and get free shipping on all EU countries for your first order. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. I think I asked them how to say $9.90. I think it's 9.90 cents, something like that. Desperately want a Silver Age Iron Man Volume 3. There's people that desperately want a Daredevil Omnibus Silver Age Volume 2. Sadly, that first one just didn't sell well. And I know that Marvel wants to make them. It's just, but if they're not selling, then what's the point, right? Because throwing us a bone is going to make them go out of business, right? So, I don't know, man. Omar, will you be entering in OPB's gift card contest? No, but good luck, man. Good luck. JP's a good dude. Hi, Omar. Any updates, news regarding the reprint, restock of Astonishing X-Men Omnibus at the end of the year? Thanks very much. Jose, the same thing as what's going on everywhere. It was supposed to come out sometime in November, December, and everything has been shifted, so I'm pretty sure it'll be the beginning of the year. Any idea about Aquaman by Jeff Johns Volume 2 release date? Well, it wouldn't be by Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns only wrote that one omnibus. I think the next person that took over was it Jurgens and then Cullen Bunn. They ended up finishing out that run. Thinking about reading epic fantasies. Any recommendations to The Last God, Berserk? I have a lot. Actually, somebody asked me to make a fantasy comic list, and I thought about that, making a video like that, maybe for November, keeping it strictly to like horror stuff. Yeah, there are going to be some horror videos. So I want to do hidden gems, just purely based on horror, and then my favorite 10 manga, horror-centric manga. And there's a lot. Then I realize I can't find my freaking Hell Baby. And then I'm like, well, I'll just buy it again for the video. I go on eBay, and that stupid thing is $100 and something. Of course. Jeff Parker, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Philip, thank you. Keeping me in check. Parker Finish Aquaman. Professor Flex, keeping me in check. Man of his words. I'm also terrible at hints. I always make them too hard. I would probably just go with the character is not a Silver Age character type of hint. Just make it vague like that. I love that. That's a good idea. Watched Venom 2 yesterday. Didn't hate it, but not as good as the first one. I called the mid-credit scene on last week's live stream, though. I don't remember what you said, Torsten, so that's good. No spoilers. Sad to hear that they moved the final Swamp Thing Absolute to early next year. Yeah, Absolute Swamp Thing Volume 3 has been moved to next year. I think No Man's Land's been moved to next year. So I'm sure there's going to be more. The thing about Hellblazer Omnis is that no one has the confidence in DC actually releasing 5 or 6 volume set. So the first volume wouldn't sell a lot just because of that. And that is a true statement. I hope here in a year's time that changes and people gain faith in the company and they see that there's a huge demand for these books. I think that's one thing that they don't see is the demand for these books, these type of books. I think it's just like, to them, it's still a fad. Like, oh, yeah, it's this little niche thing. Whatever. Hi, Omar. Could you recommend some comics that I could show and read to my 4-year-old niece? Absolutely, man. Your icon is awful. Okay. You cannot go wrong with Tiny Titans. Tiny Titans is... My daughters both started reading Tiny Titans at the age of 2. But we started reading them together. I love that. Brings back a lot of memories. And I always brag about this, and I don't care. I will brag about it till the end of my days, that before my daughters knew their ABCs, they knew their Teen Titans because of Tiny Titans. My daughters knew the difference between Cassie Wonder Girl and Donna Troy Wonder Girl. That's a proud papa moment right there, man. So, go with that. You can't go wrong with that. I'm trying to think of some other titles too. Cheese Sweet Home. That's another one that both of my girls' little That's a manga. But it's in color too, and it's geared more towards kids. It's adorable. It's about a little kitten. Peanuts. My oldest daughter loved Peanuts. Like, I remember her loving that series. And she dropped my book on accident one day and called me. I was at a conference, and I was in Dallas maybe, or maybe I was in LA. And I remember she called me crying, and I was like, "What? What happened?" And she's like, "I broke one of your books." Oh man. Yeah. So at the age of 4, I think it's a good time to start showing them, training their eye to follow, follow the frames. I think it's a good idea. And also start them young with manga, so they know the difference between traditional Western style and then the way that manga is done. But what a great question. What's up, Eric? Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Any horror videos coming for October? Yes, there's going to be a couple of them. So make sure my hidden gems will definitely be horror centric. And I'm also going to do like my top 10 favorite horror comics. I may do a video with Maddie, like horror comics we've read recently. Something like that. Yeah. I know the TMNT collections are supposed to be evergreen. Is that true for Ultimate collections as well? The original run. Oh, good question. Those have been out of print for a while, haven't they? I know the the color ones are. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I can ask IDW. Who wrote Sukudoji for a 4-year-old? No, stay away. Not even an 18-year-old. That movie warped my dang mind, man. Princeless. That's another one that my daughter reads. Thank you. That's a good suggestion. Omar, Kurt has hinted at an up-and-coming Alf Epic collection. Kurt has lost his freaking mind. I love this passion project of his, though. Omar, I was wondering if Uber Comic by Kieran Gillen is still being continued. I'm so sorry, man. I thought I answered that question earlier. I said it was on hiatus, and that's all I know so far. Disney's always good towards kids. Not so much on the wallet, though. We need a new 52 Omni reading order. Oh, my gosh. Like, which comics to read first? Ooh. I'm gonna reach out to my buddy Thomas Judge, because he's the one that actually did one on his channel. Really good guy. I will reach out to him for some help. Any chance for any more Green Arrow Omnibus? I would love a Chuck Dixon run, man. With Connor Hawke as Green Arrow. That era was so awesome. But to me, my favorite is still Mike Grell's run. Loved it. But you know what? The way DC has been releasing things, we'll get a new 52 Green Arrow Omnibus. Am I excited for that? No. Would I get it? Yes. Favorite superhero of all time? Oh, man. Good. Thank you for the super chat. Wolverine. Wolverine always. From manga, probably Guts. No, probably Guts. Guts, my favorite. That dude. He's a beast. From Marvel, Wolverine. From DC, Nightwing. Hey, Omar, if you had to recommend only a couple of DC Crisis, thank you for the super chat, Dragon Man 784. Which would they be, and what's the best way to read each? I'm mostly focused on single characters, but figured a Crisis might be cool to try. My favorite Crisis of all time is Infinite Crisis. My favorite event at DC is Infinite Crisis. But a lot of that really rides on the fact that you know a little bit about the DC universe, and you know and have read the original Crisis. Man. So there is a Crisis Deluxe edition that you can read. I can't believe I'm going to recommend this, but if you've not read that, maybe skip it. Dude, what are you doing down here? Come here. Are the girls not letting you upstairs? Sorry, my dog just came down here, Strider. He used to make videos with me when he was that little. Now he's huge. Come here. Come here. You're going to embarrass me. Kids, man, and pets. They always embarrass us, right? Like, you want them to do things. You're going to knock down my camera here in a second. I was going to say skip Crisis on Infinite Earths and move on to Infinite Crisis. That might work out better for you. If you want to read, like, a little synopsis as to what happened in Crisis on Infinite Earths, they're everywhere on the internet. I can't believe I'm suggesting that. But, it's just, it's so confusing and just written in a different way. Favorite female superhero? Oh my goodness, Storm. I love that woman. Storm, Huntress, Oracle, not Batgirl, not Barbara Gordon, Oracle. Your Chuck Dixon fetish is worrying. What? Dude, I love Chuck Dixon. That's the stuff I grew up with, man. Robin, Nightwing, his run on Birds of Prey. That was so good, dude. Big fan of his run. And he did some stellar stuff at Marvel, too, with Punisher. It's not as bad as my love for Chris Claremont, though. Favorite movie of all time? Oh, okay. Thank you for asking. Favorite movie of all time? Woo! That's tough. I'll give you some of my favorite ones, though. Like The Man Who Shot Liberty Balance. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I like The Untouchables, the 1987 Untouchables movie with that Ennio Morricone soundtrack. Transformers, the animated movie. Yep, that's right. One of my favorites. I don't care. I love it, man. The Lord of the Rings. All three of them. Wonderful movies. And, man, I don't know. For a few more dollars, just because my dad and I used to watch that so much. Those are classic. Dreams. From Akira Kurosawa. It's my favorite one. I know most people probably go with Seven Samurai or Yojimbo. Dreams for me, man. Shrek 2 is the best movie. That's one I've not heard in a long time. Dude, my favorite Tarantino movie is Jackie Brown. Love Jackie. Just soundtrack is perfect. I love the cast. I love the directing. I love the story. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has become a close second. I must have watched that so many times recently. Most recent Crisis, Rebirth Deluxe, Metal, Justice League by Snyder, Death Metal. Favorite comic book story of all time, God Loves, Man Kills, General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hold on a second. Trying to yell at my kids, come get the dog. The Chuck Dixon we need is Mark Spector Moon Knight. That's right, he did. He did the 90s Mark Spector Moon Knight, didn't he? What? Who said Nightwing sucks? Excuse me? No way, man. Nightwing's the man. Dude is awesome. I love that character. Terminator 2 is that's awesome. Here's something that made me feel old. We were doing a panel last year when we used to have the panel shows together, which can now be found on Year Mint Collective, by the way, the sister channel. But we were talking about favorite movies, and Maddie gave me her birthday, like the day she was born, the year she was born. She was born on Judgment Day, the day that Terminator 2 came out. And immediately, just like that, I felt so old. I was like, what? You were born the day Terminator 2 came out? That's so sad. That made me feel so old, man. Dude, who said Top Secret? Freaking awesome movie. Top Secret is awesome. Dude, Roberto Rodriguez, what's up, hermano? I haven't read the Inferno yet. I want to. I may skip ahead because I haven't even finished the Trial Magneto yet, but I want to read Inferno before it gets spoiled for me. Jose Fuentes, thank you for the super chat. We did it. Extreme X-Men. Yes, that's right, baby. Can I see the Soul? Daredevil Soul. I just started reading that, actually. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll go get it here in a second. I don't have Melanie with me today. Dude, Top Secret, right? Remember when they dressed up as a cow? I love that ending when he was like, I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow. So good. That's not true. People stopped being born around 1982. Right? That's the way I see it. Nightwing is Dan Didio's favorite character. Dan Didio hated that character so much. Tried to kill him so many times. Couldn't do it, man. I hated Terminator 2 when I walked out of the cinema. I couldn't believe they made Arnold a good guy. But it was so good. They reprogrammed him, man. Oh, loved it. Godfather 2, classic, dude. Grab that Cloak and Dagger, too. You know what? I'm going to get my kids in here. I'm going to start yelling some more. I know a little German. I love movies like that. With the not Top Gun. What's the one with was the Stucker brothers did a bunch, like Airplane 2. Those are phenomenal. I love those movies. Kentucky Fried Movie. I'm trying to think of the one that oh my gosh, what is it called? With Charlie Sheen. It was kind of a knockoff of Top Gun. Hot Fuzz? No, that's a good movie too. I like that movie. Police Squad, Naked Gun. Those are great. Hot Shots. Thank you. Hot Shots. Yes. Dude. Lloyd Bridges' character in Hot Shots is the kind of old man I want to be. I love that character. He's thanking the guy. He's like, I just want to thank you for having for having Emma and I over for dinner last night. And the guy was like, sir, you didn't come over for dinner last night. Well, where the hell was I? Who the hell's Emma? Oh my God. That movie, that character. Yes. What's up, Brian Wilson? Omar, did you grow up with Pizza Hut and the X-Men? I did, man. I started eating Pizza Hut every week while reading 90s X-Men. I did. So there's that. For the longest time, I don't know. I think I ended up tossing it. I used to have the Pizza Hut, the thing you put on your tray, the little paper sheet you put on your tray that was drawn by Joe Mad with Wolverine sneaking around the rock. Yeah. Yep, you're right. They didn't do the Airplane 2, only the first one. But the Airplane 2 has some good moments, though. I'm not going to lie. It was my 15th birthday the day Terminator 2 came out, right? Man. Yeah, I miss those movies. I miss those movies, and I know in the world that we live in that there's no way they can do comedy like that again. Like, even rewatching, of course, Mel Brooks, right? I mean, Mel Brooks left at the right time. Mel Brooks left when that type of comedy was no longer politically correct. So he left at the right time. Oh my gosh, can you imagine Mel Brooks making a movie now? There's no way. First of all, he's too old. He wouldn't care. He's like, no, if I'm going to make fun of this, I'm going to do it. So Striker. Yeah, man. Terminator was my favorite movie growing up. I got into trouble saying Terminator phrases in preschool. That's awesome. Do I think Unbelievable Gwenpool is ever going to get an omnibus? Well, Spider-Gwen got an omnibus, so I'm sure it's got a good chance. There's an Airplane 2 movie? Yes. Oh, it's so good, man. What's up, Sophia? How you doing? If you haven't seen Airplane 2, man, it's good. I mean, not as good as the first one, but still good. My favorite comic is The Killing Joke. That's a good one, dude. Do you think there will be an X-Men Milestones for the Age of Apocalypse? I don't think so. I think they went straight for those complete collections because it's just too much. Milestones try to stick to just one volume. And Age of Apocalypse was just so big that they did 2 complete collections. And I think those were released around that same time. I don't think any movie can touch Big Trouble in Little China. Best all-around movie. That is a classic, dude. That is a classic. Yeah, I made it halfway through. Hi, Omar. How are you doing? Dude, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Trying to yell at my kids to come down here and get the dog. Mel Brooks will do it for merchandise. Somebody mentioned Heat. Oh, that movie's good. It's, what's his name, right? Miami Vice guy. Also, oh my gosh. Here, Alicia, just get him. Lydia, can you do me a favor? There's 2 Omnis down there. Can you give me the Daredevil Omnibus? Yep, Daredevil. And go ahead and give me that X-Men Omnibus. And somebody wanted to see that Cloak and Dagger.
Okay. Yeah.
What was his name? The Miami Vice guy. Michael Mann. Michael Mann. Thank you, babies. Michael Mann directed that. The one that I really liked that he did, Collateral with Tom Cruise. Solid movie. What's up, Minties? What did I miss? I have an announcement to make. You came right on time. I'm going to do it right now. All right. So thank you again to Marvel for letting us announce this gallery edition. So we have a brand new gallery edition coming out next year. And it is the Spider-Man Wedding Album Gallery Edition. So, of course, another Spider-Man title here to celebrate Spidey's 60th anniversary, but we're getting a gallery edition of this book. And here's the contents. Collecting Amazing Spider-Man 290 to 292. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21, Spectacular Spider-Man number 7, Marvel Saga, The Official History of the Marvel Universe 22, and material from now Brand Ek number 6. So you heard it here first. Look at that, my arms. You heard it here first. Thank you again to David Gabriel and Marvel for sending us info on this gallery edition coming out next year. So there you go, folks. In gallery edition. If we're getting a wedding gallery, they'll probably reverse. I don't know about that. Finally, have Spectacular Spider-Man Annual 7 collected. No, there is no omnibus of this. This happens right before the Venom omnibus, like a few issues before the Venom omnibus starts. What exactly is a gallery edition? They're oversized books. If you look at my videos this week, the Carnage, well, that was a Treasury edition. But the gallery editions are hardcover books. Yeah, man, gallery's awesome. Omar, did you know that Tim Burton was going to do a third Batman movie? No, I did not. Was Billy D going to be Two-Face in that? Because he was told he was going to be Two-Face. How long have I been collecting comics? What an awesome question. Reading comics for, oh my goodness, quite a while. 37 years. Collecting comics, but I've kept my comics, though, and about 35 years. Collected editions for about 18 years. Seriously, 18 years. What was the best wedding in comics? For me, since I stole some of the wedding vows, Cyclops and Phoenix, man. I love that. TMNT, The Last Ronin, coming out next year. Yeah, the hardcover's coming out next year, man. Cannot wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You wanted to see some things. Okay. So I haven't even opened it. I just got it yesterday or 2 days ago. The X-Men Inferno Prologue. This is the direct market cover by Arthur Adams. I think this is coming out sometime in December. And I shared this on our social media, the spine and the back. And then, of course, this gorgeous Arthur Adams cover. I used to have this poster. Cloak and Dagger, Volume 2. I believe this is the Larry Stroman cover, if I'm not mistaken. The direct market cover. And there's the spine with Cloak and Dagger, and then the back of the book. And then Daredevil, which was supposed to come out this week, but got delayed. And this comes out in November now. Really, really like that spine with Daredevil and Elektra down there. And I never finished reading this run, so I'm rereading it. So here's the back. Again, the spine. And then right here is the front. I want to say the front looked a little bit different. I thought it was advertised with just his face. I could be mistaken. But finally get to finish that run. I'm conflicted about getting the Shadowland Omni. I don't know if they're reprinted anytime soon. I haven't heard that about that one being reprinted, honestly. That one is one of the few Daredevil Omnis that didn't get a lot of love. So I think, but it did sell out, so it sold better than the Silver Age Volume 1. So maybe there's a chance. Is it bad that I already have 290 to 292 Annual 21 collected in 2 trade paperbacks already, but I'm buying it again just for the honeymoon issue? Is it bad? No, absolutely not. I have the same trade paperback. Wait. What did it do to that spine? Oh, wait. Sorry, jumped the gun. But I was like, which spine? They all look okay. What's up, Joe Barry? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. What's my favorite DC Omnibus? Gotham Central. Infinite Crisis. I'm not a member of the Paper Police, but that Inferno Prologue Omnibus looks really thin when compared to the original OHC. Let me see. I haven't even opened it. I don't know where it was printed. That's a good question. It's thinner from this angle. It looks thinner. Let me look and see where it was printed. The book I'm reading right now, Young Avengers, that was printed at the iMac printer. This one here is also printed at the iMac printer. Yeah, paper feels like it's thin. Well, thinner than what I'm used to, because I was just reading Daredevil, and that one feels thicker. The paper quality in the Daredevil book feels thicker. Nobody likes Shadowland. I think there are some people that... honestly, Shadowland gets a lot of hate. I didn't mind Diggle's run on Daredevil. I thought it was pretty good. How much comics do I have? My wife would say too many. I think just enough. Just enough. Do you like Soule's run on Daredevil? I actually have only read half of his run, and I really enjoyed it. The story, I'm not going to lie, the story was okay. But I really love what Ron Garney was doing in the art. Like, he was doing some phenomenal things. He was experimenting, trying out new things with his artwork. I love when artists do that. Omar, I started reading Batman from your reading order. I'm on Second Chances Trade. I love Dennis O'Neil and the art. It's what I saw as a kid. I love it. I'm so glad you're enjoying that, man. Yeah, big fan of that. We are witnessing an official omnibus opening here live on Near Make Edition. This will be a story that will live forever in legend among many generations. You guys made me open a book. Omar, can we expect any more Black Panther omnis in the near future? Yes. More than one. What is my favorite band? Oh, God. Why did I pick this question? I'm going to get judged. All right, man. Don't come at me. All right? My favorite band, Journey. I've seen Journey 3 times now in concert. I love Journey. Whether it was what's his name, was it Steve Perry that was with them, the original singer? Yeah, man, I love Journey. Favorite band. There are bands, of course, that I've enjoyed throughout. Like, I was supposed to go see Tom Petty. Yeah, don't make fun of me with Journey, man. Journey's phenomenal. You ever played their records backwards? Journey's awesome. I knew I was going to get crap for that. I shouldn't have picked that question. Favorite punk band? What's up, Diabri Collectors? How's it going? Oh, dude. Is it wrong not to pick the Clash or the Dead Kennedys? But honestly, probably mine. Black Flag. Black Flag. I haven't seen Venom yet, so please do not spoil it for anybody here in the chat, okay? And I'm sure a lot of people haven't. Don't Stop Believe. Dude, isn't that so awesome? You know, honestly, my favorite Journey song is Be Good to Yourself. Like, if you're ever feeling down and the world's coming down on you and you think like life isn't fair, man, be good to yourself. Best song ever. Well, by Journey. There's other bands I enjoy, though. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. What? No. Your readers comics of DC, because I'm not behind you. Yeah, this is my Marvel shelf. My DC stuff is over here. So yeah, I read DC and Marvel. I read everything, man. Don't Stop Believing. Boy, that's not gonna get old, is it, Johnny? Thank you for asking that, by the way. What's up? Oh, hey Bill, how are you doing, buddy? Favorite Epic collection. I thought about making a video on my top 10 favorite Epic collections. Man, there's so many good ones. Kraven's Last Hunt probably is my favorite one. Although I'm really enjoying Killraven, and I was starting to read that last week. I only had Killraven in that essential format, so it was in the black and white format, so I never got to see the colors. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man, it's got P. Craig Russell, Neil Adams on artwork, Gene Colan doing some stuff in there. How is that not in oversized format? I know nobody would buy it, but oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Omar, can you give a tiny hint of that new Spidey Omni you mentioned? What? I just said I'm terrible at giving hints. It's Peter Parker under the mask the whole time. Don't stop believing in the Now Omnibus. Thanks, guys. Make it 2 parts for your 20 favorite epic collections. Oh, Curtis and I, as soon as I get confirmation from Marvel, will be announcing the epics coming out in the months of... What do I have here? Hold on. Let me look at my email. I have epic collections May to August. Ha! Yeah, I got May to August. So awesome. So we get to announce that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13, about 20 or so books. Maybe with some reprints at it. I would love that, man. The chance of an omnibus adding both Alien Costume Saga. Yeah, and they did that Birth of Venom trade paperback too. So does that mean it's not Superior Spider-Man? Yes, that's what that means. It's Peter Parker. I think Andy Senti's run in epic format, or at least most. I think her run is awesome on Daredevil. I know that there are people that don't like it, and I get it, because it's a lot different than Frank Miller's run. Your insurance company should have, if you call them, they do. Some insurance companies do offer a collector's insurance in case of like weather or in case fires or something like that. Any new epic lines to announce? Is Phil Owens works, right? Phil Owens works on Saturdays. Yes, I do have a new line to announce, but I don't know if it's going to make it because they might change it to another day. No, wait. I do have a new epic to announce. It's there. Yeah. Oh, 2 epics, 2 new lines to announce. One that makes me very, 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 very happy, but I don't know about you all. Do I like the Red Hood? I do like the Red Hood. Big fan of the Red Hood. I want my 75 cents back from DC, though. Favorite Spider-Man run other than JMS and Uncle Raj? Oh, I gotta go with David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane's run. Yeah. I mean, that was my childhood. Growing up and you got to read The Coming of Venom and to see the change in art style. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's an amazing artist joining us for this chat, Matthew Mangy. Any sweet new toys? I got a bunch of like Masters of the Universe Origins figures. Is it a new epic? Is it a new Warriors epic? I can't answer what it is, guys. I was just asking if it was going to be new. That's cool. Just got a text from Omar, new Dazzler epic, volume 1. Dude, the Dazzler fans will drown you if you speak ill of Dazzler. Nobody talks bad about Ali. Is there any omnis for Ghost Rider? There's only one omnibus for Ghost Rider, and that is the Jason Aaron run on Ghost Rider. Favorite Avengers story? Oh, what a good question. Under Siege is up there, but I have to go with the Kang Dynasty. Yeah, I got to go with the Kang Dynasty. That was by far my favorite, man. So good. Oh, so good. Mark Waid run on Daredevil is a lot of fun, but a lot different than what came before. It's a lot more lighthearted and a lot, not just in the story, but also the art too. Is there a Rat Queens Volume 3 solicit now that they're going to end it after the next trade paperback? I haven't seen that yet. Burned at Avengers 200. Omar, have you read We Live yet? Nope. I haven't. You think it's the best series out in 2021, huh? Haven't read that yet. I haven't finished reading Nick Spencer's run on Spider-Man. I'm still catching up on trade paperback. I got one more trade paperback to read. Korvac Saga's top 10, man. I love that story too. So wait, if they combine Alien Saga and Omni, what goes between that and McFarlane and Michelini? Would it be one volume? Well, I mean, then you have like the things like Craven's Last Hunt, because you have enough material for maybe 2 Omnis, honestly, because the Alien Saga went from amazing to spectacular to Web of Spider-Man. Kicked off Web of Spider-Man #1. Well, okay. Dom, good point. What about Cosmic Ghost Rider Omni? You're right. So technically there's 2 Omnis, but they're 2 different characters. But then again, that character is also different than Danny Ketch and Robbie, what's his name? Robbie Reyes? Yeah, Robbie Reyes. I can't wait to read Ultra Mega, dude. That first trade paperback comes out this month. Oh, I love it. Can't wait to read it. I've heard about the concept. Omar, do you pay your children the money you get from those videos, or do you cheat them off of their... What an awesome question. First of all, my children are not spoiled, but, you know, they don't want for anything. I think I've shared this story many times. I grew up with nothing. Like, I grew up poor, coming from Peru. I tell my kids all the time, like our Christmases consisted of one gift, and it was just for my brother and I. My mom and dad didn't give each other anything. My brother and I would get one gift at Christmas and one gift on our birthday. And sometimes it was towels, sometimes it was necessities. So my kids, like, growing up, they don't want for anything, but I also don't want to spoil them. Like, they don't have iPhones. They can use my tablet. They have access to read my comics, and I buy them comics from time to time, but I don't buy them everything because I also want to teach them that, you can't get everything you want. I know I have a lot of comics, but I don't have a 1969 Shelby Cobra. So, but I think it's important to teach them that. But they don't get an allowance, but if they want something, they have to do some chores or help me with a video. That's how I do it. They help me with a video, and then I can get them something. Hey, Omar, how many IDW TMNT comics do you think they're going to come out? Well, Volume 14 is not out yet, and that's going to have Sophie's cover with Alopax. What is up, my brother? There's a name I love seeing in the chat. The Sender Library Edition with all 50 issues, including a Sender and Library or Deluxe Edition of World of Hellboy and the BPRD on the dream list. What are your top dreams? 1969 Shelby Cobra. No, seriously, man. I like that idea. I like the idea of mapping Hellboy with BPRD because they're kind of really, they're really important to get. They go hand in hand. But man, the Sender Library Edition, there's a lot of Image. Maybe I should make a video on that. What my most wanted Image Library Edition should be. Like, I think God Country deserves the oversized treatment. There's other books that Image has published that I wish would get the big Library Edition. Good to see you, Project Viking. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Thank you so much for the super chat, Vigilante Danny. Hey, Omar, thanks so much for the Gideon Falls recommendation. Read it in one sitting. The twist blew my mind. Daniel Sutton is my real name. What? That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that was good. You guys got Christmas. It was more of a religious holiday in Peru. Like, we would go to mass, midnight mass, come home, drink some hot cocoa. Like, I remember the neighbors throwing fireworks. It was a lot different than here. A lot different than here, man. Be good. Be good, man. Have you read Once in Future by Gillen? I've only read the first 3 issues, and they do have a deluxe slipcase edition coming out. I love Dan Moore's artwork. I liked the story from what I read. I didn't include it in my top 10 because I hadn't finished it yet. And I don't think reading 3 issues of something kind of, symbolizes what the whole story is about. When is the next Judge Dredd case files overview? That is something I need to get on. I need to get that. So let's say early November. I need to get the Yen Press manga. My kids went back to school, and we kind of put a stop to our reading manga for a little bit. Don't have to spoil your kids with toys when you are a parent with toys. You just have to get them what they to like the stuff you do. That is true, Roberto Rodriguez. That's right. I'm getting the Lanterns rings. They look awesome. They are. I used to have those, man. Well, I'm sorry. I used to have the ones that came free with the comics during Blackest Night. And I even had the Legionnaire ring. Image seems to have this rule that a series needs to have at least 3 trades before they release it in OHC. So taps the logic. Let's talk about this man right here. So this man does his own custom slipcases, and that's what we're going to show. And I'm glad you're in the chat, my dude. So here we go. Let's look at some. These are custom slipcases. So he made one for the Preacher Omnibus. There's the side. I love that he made one for Criminal. This is so awesome. These are so gorgeous, man. And this is what all the back of the Criminal slipcases look like. And he, this is the ones that he custom made himself. Look at that. That is awesome. Let's go back. Look, just to appreciate the slipcase. Man, so awesome, dude. I know you don't do custom work or you don't do work for hire, but just saying. There's so many things I want to put in a box. Don't take that out of context. These are ridiculous. It adds so much, right, man? They look good. Look, you're getting all this kind of love, man. Who made this? This man right here. Tapsy Logic. That's right. Wasn't that a smooth segue right there? Look at that, man. That's how I do. I have not finished all Fairy Tale. I haven't read the last 20 volumes. Are the release dates likely to change now because Marvel's with Penguin Random House? Yeah, there were some delays. So hopefully no more delays. What's in the box? Dude, I love that movie. I'm not. I am not Jewish, but thank you for asking. Look, Taps the Logic, you're getting all kinds of love, man. You are super talented. He is, man. I had to show those when he sent them to me yesterday. Yo, Omar, rule or not, you think Image will ever release a hardcover of Infinite Loop with both trades? I hope so. My wife really wants that. I don't know. I don't think there's enough. We can't even get a reprint of them, man. Things I want to put in a box. New top 10 exclusive to Omar's OnlyFans. I appreciate that. What's your favorite X-Men story series events from 2000 to 2012, including Astonishing X-Men or Morrison's run, not including their run? Kieran Gillen's run on X-Men. I think Uncanny X-Men was one of the big saving graces for me. X-Factor Investigations, definitely up there. X-Men Legacy and Mike Carey. I'm sorry, X-Men Legacy by Mike Carey. And then, honestly, Cy Spurrier's X-Men Legacy Legion was really good. Not a lot of love. That book doesn't get talked about often. The big thing that stole that particular spotlight from X-Men to me, though, was the X-Force run by Kyle and Yost. Like, I know people really love Rick Remender's Uncanny X-Force, and I'm not saying that it's bad, but I think, to me, a stronger book was X-Force by Kyle and Yost. I thought that book was a lot of fun, and there were a lot of Force crossovers in between with Messiah Complex, Messiah War, Second Coming, and was it Necrotia X? But they were so good. Whoa, what's up, man? Would I recommend Something's Killing the Children in Gideon Falls for those of us folklore paranormal readers? I absolutely would, dude. I absolutely would. Yeah, both of those are solid. I will say Gideon Falls is a little bit of a slow burn, but it gets better. 2 boxes, 1 Omar. Waiting for that Colin Yost Omni. Dude, I wish, man. I wish. It's Gillen's Young Avengers that any good. I love the Wicked and Divine. I've heard there are similarities. There's a lot of similarities. I mentioned X-Factor Investigations. I did. I got you, man. Notice I didn't mention any Uncanny X-Men, though. That was a bad time up until Gillen took over. Yes, I really enjoyed it. It's a lot different than Alan Heinberg's run. Like, if somebody asked me, I think it was in the comment section of one of my videos, if I had to choose between Heinberg or Gillen, which would I choose? I would go with Heinberg. I think Heinberg's a lot clean cut. Gillen's a lot more complex, but I like complexity in a story. Yeah, you got to go with Gillen if you like Wiccan and Divine. It's the same team, and it's Marvel. How do I talk about this without spoiling it? I'll be doing, actually, my overview for that should be coming sometime this week, so keep an eye out for that. This time, I want to share a couple of things I got in. This is a book that came in from, or two books that came in from Alan Bay. Hi, here's a copy of Sacred Guardians, which is available on Amazon and Book Depository. The other book is a Kickstarter project collabed with another artist. And this came from Alan Bay. It was really nice. He's kind enough to send this to me. So this is Sacred Guardians. And I'll be showing these in my haul, but we have a P.O. box where people send us stuff, and sometimes they send us their own work that they've had published. So if you're interested in sending us that, this is our P.O. box right here. New American Edition P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky, 40383. Showing some of his artwork. And then we also got this right here from Gilly Writes Comics. He sent me Galactic Rodents. Okay, I gotta open this up. This this looks fun. It's Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Digging that cover, man. And this is what the art looks like. So again, this will be on my haul video, just showcasing. Oh my gosh, anthropomorphic animals! Yeah, this looks like Star Fox. But I want to thank both of these people for sending us books. We did get another. He was kind enough to send me. It's a little pin. This is cool, and a card. So I'll be checking both of these out sometime this. Hopefully, I got to set time aside this week to read both of those. Luckily, we got a lot of delays in weeks. What happened to the Jane Foster Valkyrie OHC coming out in March, I think, isn't it? March of 2020, 2022? Do a barrel roll. You can please, if you have time, count the comics. You want me to count my comics? More than 10, less than a million. Hope that helped. Just bought that X-Force HC Volume 1, Yost and Craig, at a used bookstore this summer. Got Volume 2 off eBay. Tired of waiting for an Omni. And as soon as you finish it, that's when the Omnibus will be announced. Why Superman is different in every story? I don't know, man. What do you mean? Like, depending on the writer? Or are you talking about, like, why he looks different? Omar, any chance of an irredeemable premiere hardcovers? No, they flat out said no to those, sadly. They're going to go, they went with the Omnibus route, which is the smaller books, softcover books. So, what's up, K. Dot? When is that Omar? What's up, Omar? When's that Superman reading order coming up? As soon as Man of Steel Volume 4 comes out, I will put that up against, what did I say I was going to put it up against? I don't know. Something. I'll let our Patreons vote for that. So we do have a Patreon. Every month our patrons get to vote. I got to put up a new reading order poll. I know there's going to be one. People want me to do Spider-Man, so I'll put up Spider-Man against Avengers, like a modern Spider-Man. So, I mean, Riley knows how many books he has. Well, it's not a pissing contest. Good for Riley. A lot of books, a lot of manga, a lot. It's a lot of years. I'm also older. Omar, which day are you planning to sleep this week? I don't sleep, brother. Hopefully Wednesday. That sounds like a good day. Wednesday would be a good day. Okay. Scott, this book is fun. Awesome. The creator reached out to me, so I'll definitely check it out. Galactic Rodents of Mayhem and Sacred Guardians. Got some reading to do. You should do a Daredevil reading order. You're in luck, Scott. I did last year. It's out of date, though. But, hey, that's what keeps, you know, job security. General Kenobi. One, Kenobi. Be good, brother. Anthropomorphic mice are the cat's pajamas. Thank you, sir. I like the way you put that. Yo, Omar, quick question here. Where to start the modern Spider-Man in a cheap way? I don't want to invest too much money in it because I'm a beginner. Modern Spider-Man, so nothing from the Silver Age. So, modern Spider-Man, how would you start? Well, Brand New Day is out because those books are out of print. And you don't want to go to the beginning. You could get some of the Dan Slott stuff. Like, that stuff is still available, the trade paperbacks of that era. See, I was going to suggest JMS Omnibus, but you don't want to spend too much money, and those are $100 book, $125 books. Man, where do I go with this? Epic Collections. Those are 40 to 45, and you could start there. Yeah, okay, Venom Epic Collection. There you go. That's modern enough, I think. That will get you the early McFarlane days and the transition of the webbing, what we call the spaghetti webbing. And it's an Epic Collection. It's a $40 retail book. It's cheaper than an omnibus since you want to keep it cheap. Okay, see, people are going to say Ultimate Spider-Man JMS Omnis, but you said cheap, and those aren't cheap. They're $100 to $125. But if you want, I mean, if you absolutely go that route, if you can afford it, or digital, that might be the cheapest. Believe most non-Silver Age epics are out of print. Oh, man. Yeah, I think you're right. Why can't we find a Cape Crusader Volume 4? Man, I don't know. Because DC doesn't like money. I really don't have an answer to that. I've asked if they were going to reprints of that in Second Chances. I haven't heard back from DC at all. Hi, Omar. Does a comic book lose its value with a return mark? Any news on a Clone Saga Volume 2 reprint? It's been 5 years since it came out. And most are rare. Man. So, comic books don't have remainder marks. Are you talking about collected editions? If it's a collected edition and it's got a remainder mark, it's not going to be worth as much, right? But the thing that always keep in mind when you're talking about collected editions is that these are reprints of books. And this is something I try to stress with my viewers, is that if you think you're going to get rich like flipping these things, or it's just not going to happen. They're reprints. They're meant to be there to come back and to showcase these books that were printed originally, and some of those worth a lot of money. So, but yeah, to answer your question, yeah, remainder mark does make it lose its value. As far as Clone Saga, I'm surprised we don't have anything yet, considering the changes going on in Spider-Man with Spider-Man Beyond. I haven't read Ocean Orbiter yet, but I do like Ellis's most of his work. You should do an Omar reading order when you first read your first comic to the present. Oh my God, that would take like every day. What is your opinion about Fantastic Four by Matt Fraction Omnibus? It's very cheap on Amazon. It's I didn't like it. Quote Mr. Horse. No, sir. I didn't like it. Yeah. Wasn't the biggest fan of that era. I would have much rather a James Robinson run, and that run even wasn't that great in omnibus format. When do you think Marvel will randomly drop Omnis to start a new label? You mean like a new line? I don't know, man. There's new lines all the time. Is that what you mean? I hate flippers and speculators. Read them, don't sell them. Yeah, I'm not saying that's what he was doing, but it's something that I do like to bring to people's attention. Don't like flipping these things isn't going to make you rich. It's just they're meant to be read. And people tend to forget that collected editions shouldn't go up in value. They do because there's a demand for them. But eventually things are going to be reprinted. Things that even the publisher said, no, this is the only time we're doing this in hardcover format. We'll get reprinted. So Usagi's coming back. I know Cheap Graphic Novels is taking pre-orders for that. Omar reading order part 945. Remember the ads in comics saying you could put your kids through college with comics? Man, that was a bad. I mean, I'm not saying comics themselves, they do hold their value and they go up in value. I mean, CGC is a business. It's a huge business for that, for that reason. They've managed to cash in on grading comics. I wonder how the old school comic buyer's guide people feel about CGC. They managed to cash in on something that was a necessity. And okay, and if people start CGCing Omnis, oh my god, that's ridiculous. But you know what? DC Marvel crossovers reprinted only in trade paperback format and completely out of print, man. Publishers do not want to reprint hardcovers. Do they even make money printing them? I mean, yeah, there is a markup for hardcovers. As a matter of fact, Marvel makes, I think there's more of a, they make more of an overhead on Omnis than they do on Epic collections. I think I mentioned that last year. But they don't make as much money on Epic collections. So it's hard for them to reprint them. Oh, do I think Dark Horse will reprint the Usagi Saga hardcovers? I would love for them to, without limiting themselves to a number. Like that would, I don't even know why they did that. I mean, I get it. It's cheaper for them to print a soft cover and they make money from the soft cover sales as they do the hardcover sales of Usagi. So I don't know. Oh man, that's a hard one, dude. I would love for them to, but I don't think they're going to. Maybe in a few years' time. Avengers Forever is a great 12-issue one-shot. Avengers Forever is awesome, but you have had to have read a lot of Avengers to appreciate it. Ooh, there's the question: will IDW make Usagi hardcovers? We don't know yet. We're hoping. We're hoping those the color ones. I mean, that would be nice, right? To make them the exact same size as the Usagi Saga from Dark Horse. That would be cool. CGC cases for Omnis would probably look like the Tesseract. I know there's collectors out there that want to keep these sealed in prestige condition, so why not cash in on that and make? I'm gonna start my own CGC of Omnis. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm surprised they haven't yet, honestly. That's so ridiculous. Hi, Omar. I'm reading Uncle Scrooge, Don Rosa, and Donald Duck, Carl Barks. I'm loving so much. Thank you, sir. Dude, I'm so glad that you're enjoying those. They're a lot of fun. There's a new one that comes out this month. And Omar, I heard about Funkos being CGC'd. So who knows? Maybe someone could get away with a CGC on it. It's video game CGC. Never mind. If you like that stuff, that's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. More power to you. Your Batman reading order videos make me interested in a Batman Omnibus mapping video. Oh, that would be fun. My buddy Peter's taking a break from doing Map My X, so we'll be back doing that sometime, but we're taking a little bit of break. Card CGCs. Which next deluxe edition manga would you like to see from Dark Horse? Appleseed. Appleseed, man. That's another video I need to get out. There was a hardcover of Usagi from the Usagi site. I don't think it did well. Well, they always release those in limited quantity too, like the volume numbers. Like sometimes they do the standard size hardcovers, and then they do a trade paperback version of it. Both my Cape Crusader and Dark Knight of Tekken Volume 1s have return marks on them. Doesn't that suggest they were originally badly marketed? Or damaged in some way, usually what it means. Hey, Omar, I read the Starman Compendium. Man, I loved it. Is there another volume coming? Yes. Oh, thank you for the super chat, John Carlos. I'm so glad you liked it, dude. I always have this fear that people aren't going to like this story because it's 90s. It's a little dated, but God, it's so good. It's so good, man. Spider-Man Life Story, that was delayed as well. The OHC of that. Thank you, Breakfast of Champions, for the super chat. G'day, mate. Why did I say it like that? I'm sorry. That was my best Crocodile Dundee expression. Like, I didn't... Anyway, do you think that we'll ever get a reprint of Battle Royale Ultimate Edition? Not from Tokyo Pop, because they lost the license. Also, what's your favorite and worst New 52 Omni? Oh, God. Oh, that's easy. The worst one is the number 1. Remember 52 number 1s? Like, they released all the number 1s in one omnibus? Ugh. I hate omnis like that. I want a continuation of the story. I don't need a number 1. That's too expensive of a trial. The best one. Whew, that's tough, man. That is a tough question because I really, really like. You know what? I'm gonna go with Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin. Scott Snyder is a close second. I know Scott Snyder's Scott Snyder's run is huge for a lot of people, and I'm sure they would probably pick that. But for me, it's got to be Batman and Robin. That book is so solid, dude. What's up, man? Yes, Luis. I have watched Squid Game. It is so good. My oldest and I have been watching it. Can you confirm if Usagi and Gru have appeared in each other's comics, or did I dream this? Have they ever been collected? Wasn't there a little cameo of Gru? Because wasn't Sergio Aragonés, didn't he do the lettering? No, Stan Sakai did the lettering in Gru. That's what it was, right? Or was it Sergio Aragonés doing the lettering in Usagi? Now you got me second guessing myself. What's the hype around Squid Games? Bunch of people killing themselves. Like, it's like Battle Royale, man. What would you say is your prized possession in your collection? Mine would be the Daredevil Frank Miller box set. Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 1. Signed by some folks that are no longer with us. That one's up there, yeah. My Bell Dandy statue. How many books have you read twice or more? At least 10. I did a video on my most read collected editions. I've read a lot. So Rachel Rising Omnibus hardcover canceled. I don't think so. I think we're still going to reprint it, right? And it's a reprint of the hardcover. It's beautiful. How bad is Peter Milligan's X-Men run? It's bad. Oh, it's bad. I really wanted to like it. I love Peter Milligan. I mean, it's Peter Milligan. On top of that, he was already writing an X-book with X-Force and Ecstatics. But when he came over to X-Men, oh, God. That a Blood of Apocalypse storyline? Would I get an omnibus? You damn right I would. Yeah. I'm stupid. Can we get a top? Thank you, Purple Rain 225. Can we get a top 10 Kurt Busiek from you? I finished Batman Creature in the Night. Loved it, bro. I'm halfway through Superman Secret Identity. You know, man, it's really sad because Creature in the Night was delayed because of the artist Jean-Paul Leon, who sadly passed away of cancer. So he was fighting cancer at the time, and it got delayed. Finally, he was able to come back and finish it, and then we lost him earlier this year. Yeah, I need to. People have asked me to do like top 10, Alan Moore, top 10, my favorites. So let me start doing that. I may do like top 5. It's a lot of fun to put those lists together. But I'll tell you what, man, I take it so seriously. Even like my Where to Start Reading. Like, I take it so seriously. I sit there on the computer like, okay, I'm writing the reasons why. Like, it's ridiculous. My wife makes fun of me. I missed the virus background. I do too. Where is she? Man, Melanie better not have done anything with her. She's over there somewhere. Thoughts on Fist of the North Star? Oh, so good. Oh, Kenshiro. I'm so glad they're putting those out in hardcover format. Get them, please. Please get them so we can keep making more. I just got volume 2 in. Love it, dude. I love The Man with the Seven Wounds. Big fan of that manga. Big fan of the movie. And yeah, so it gets my seal of approval. I love it. I'm confused. How do I collect New Era of X-Men and OHC? Don't get OHC. If you want OHCs, they don't really make a lot of OHCs. Oh wait, New Era. Got you. You mean the Dawn of X era? That they have been making a lot of OHCs. So we have the House of X, we have Excalibur, we have Marauders, we have an X-Men Omnibus, we have X of Swords, we have X-Men Gala, we have Wolverine and Cable, and on Thursday I get to announce one more. So be there for that at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm actually, Melanie's not working. I'm going to get her to help me with it. She can do the solicitations coming out from Marvel with me. That'll be a lot of fun. My wife got a new job and she's transitioning over and she's off that week. So yeah, on Thursday at 11 a.m. I'll be announcing one more of the Dawn of X oversized hardcovers. These questions are hard to answer, Jack Smith. Most overrated comic runs, because one person thinks something is overrated, the other person thinks it's a masterpiece. I do a lot of hype on my channel because I genuinely believe these stories are good and they mean so much to me. But somebody could be reading it going, "Oh my God, this is trash. Why would anybody read Chris Claremont's X-Men?" So it's all subjective, right? So most overrated comic book run to me would be a lot different than to somebody else. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to get slaughtered for this, but I have tried, and I still have them, and I will try again. But Love and Rockets. I know they have a huge fan base. I've tried twice to read them. And I know people that have read them love them, and they're huge to a lot of the independent market. But oh my gosh, I lose interest in volume, and I've tried lose interest in volume 2. And I'm sorry for anybody that loves Love and Rockets. With everything going on, Joe Bennett, do you think there's a risk Marvel not releasing Immortal Hulk volumes 4 and 5? I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I stay out of so many things. And it's just because I'm busy reading. So I know that it was some images that he did, right? If I'm not mistaken. We talked a little bit about it, I think, in our AMA a month ago or so. How about this? I know that and it's not the same thing, but there are accusations against the creators of Spider-Gwen and the co-creators of Spider-Gwen, the artist, I think, and they still came out with an omnibus. I know there were accusations for the Cameron Stewart Batgirl Burnside creators. I think one of them. See, this is why I can't say anything, because I really don't remember. And they still came out with an omnibus. So I think we'll still get one. I think things will have to, calm down a little bit. So I'm not sure. We will see. But I'm pretty sure, and thank you for the super chat, I'm pretty sure we'll get one. Thoughts on Bendis taking over Spider-Man after Percy? I can't even finish that sentence. No. Omar es mi pastor. Muchas gracias, hermano. Acá estoy. Todos los sábados. Batman by Snyder is most overrated. I've heard that too. Like I said, overrated to somebody else. It could be a masterpiece to somebody. Venom and Carnage. No, Jeff, Venom is... Oh, I love Carnage, man. My wife loves Venom. I love Carnage. Get you a man like Omar for your hype, man. Dan Slud Iron Man. I don't think anybody really hyped it up, though, right? I think people going into it knew it wasn't going to be that good. Is that the Soul DD Omni I see in the thumbnail? Yes, sir. I showed it off a little bit earlier, but here it is. Started reading it. This one here. So it's a biggie. Oh, and this is where cartoonist K Bay tackles Omar because he loves Love and Rockets. Good. He can tell me why. I've tried twice. I'll try it again. I'm trying to see the mastery behind this that people see. Can't keep track of who's canceled, but the love of money never ends. I'm just not one to keep track on that kind of stuff, honestly. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. So sometimes, it can be a bad thing. Like I could be hyping up somebody, and then somebody would email me going, "Why did you talk about that man? He did this." Because I honestly don't know. Because I'm talking about the stories, the comics. I didn't know about these things. And honestly, that's how I find out about some things. I'm talking about a comic book, showing my passion and love for something, and they immediately connect that work to the person. And they're like, how can you talk about this comic when so-and-so did this? And my answer is usually the same. Well, I didn't know so-and-so did this, and I'm talking about the comic. Now, if I know ahead of time, I do leave things out, or I tell people, to do their own research and to be their own, to make their own judgment on buying things. Did you watch the Frank Quiet? I thought it was Quietly. Is it Quietly or Quietly? I didn't watch it regardless. Buenos dias, Omar. What is your favorite Flash and why? Jeff Johns Flash. I love it. It's great. Why? Because Blitz. The ending of Blitz. Oh my God. That's why. What's up, Martin? Hi, Omar. Hi, guys. Just passing by to say hi. Today's my birthday, 33. Dude, happy birthday, Martin. Happy birthday, my brother. Much love, my dude. When I was 17 on Halloween, I dressed up as Aladdin. Bo Burnham. 6 out of 10 superhero comics are overrated. In my humble opinion, as a medium, I think comics has so much more to offer. I think that's one thing I hope to achieve in my channel for people that only like the big two, like superhero stuff, is to try to get people to read other things in the medium, and get people that don't like the big two, that don't like superheroes, to at least try other comics out there, because I think there's something out there for everybody. We have enough of a library to choose from. And I hope that's something I have achieved in my channel, because I know I've gotten several messages about from people like, I got them in the Duck Comics, I got them in the Usagi Yojimbo, or TMNT, or European comics, or some of the indie comics I talk about. So that makes me really happy. It feels like I'm doing my job right. Hey, Omar, how do you feel about Deadpool by Potion and Dugan? What's your favorite Deadpool? Favorite Deadpool run is Cable and Deadpool by Femi Nisesa. That run right there, it's a pretty good run. The omnibus is not well made, though. I will say that. It's a big omnibus. And I just saw somebody's name here that just popped up that I haven't seen for a long time, but I love this guy. Delusionals Arcade, what's up, brother? I thought about you yesterday. I was looking to get like my brother the Bubble Bobble arcade machine for his Christmas gift, and I didn't realize it was 1/4 of the size. So what the heck? It's so small. Now I'm looking, like, trying to find a Bubble Bobble machine out there somewhere. But anyway, man, much love to you and your channel, my dude. Somebody just asked me the same question earlier about Gwenpool. I think we'll get one eventually. I'm not big on superheroes, but love the Punisher, Conan, and Batman. You might love Guts, man, if you read manga. There's a Bubble Bobble arcade machine. Yeah, there's a new one, but it's like 1/4 of the size. It doesn't look as good, man. I love that stuff. Oh, Upgrade Soul, one of my favorite reads of 2020. So deep, so good, so creepy. Oh, Upgrade Soul, yeah. I love finding comics. One of my favorite reasons I started doing hidden gems is people are like, have you read this? Have you read this? And sometimes I haven't, and other times, like, no, I haven't, and I end up loving it. And yeah, man, I love doing hidden gems for that reason, to get recommendations too. Kevin Connor, thank you so much for the super sticker, my dude. It looks like a guy that... How's it going? It's going good, man. See, I got my phone up now. I can see the super stickers. Favorite Justice League lineup: Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Guy Gardner, Justice League International, baby. But, you know, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's get Wonder Woman in there, Superman, Batman. You know what what a good follow-up is? The backup. Dark Ages. Do you remember that story? The Justice League Dark Ages? Was it Dark Ages or the Iborian Age? It was a big storyline where the Justice League gets killed off and the backup system kicks on, and they have to go and recruit a new Justice League, and it's Nightwing, right? Oh, dang, that story's so good. Favorite artist of all time? For me, I have to go with Mark Silvestri. Mark Silvestri has been one of my favorite artists for years. Omar, when's the restock of Usagi Deluxe Edition coming out? Is this all the Usagi I would ever need? No, you'll want more. You want to go start getting the sagas. I'm trying to think. Fantagraphics said they would come, because my contact at Fantagraphics said they were coming out with more. I don't have a date, though, so it could be a while. Whenever you say Guts, I think of Nickelodeon Guts. No. When I say Guts, people that have read Berserk know who I'm talking about. Other than New 52, it got me into comics. I know the old guard says it messes with continuity, but I believe it brought a lot of new readers in, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, absolutely. It did its job. And the fact that they're releasing a lot of Omnis for that era makes me think DC really thought it sold a lot at the time, so they need to start coming out with some. How many X-Men titles, non-reprints, you think we'll get by next year besides the ones you've announced? I know of a couple of more X-Men related titles coming out next year. So I don't know. I like to say 4 or 5 more. Let's get some more. Let's get some more, man. Why is there no Doctor Strange Epic Collection Volume 2? They love going around, man. They don't release them in chronological order. If you love Capes and Kirby, but looking to branch out, Godland. I never got to read the Obsidian Age. Thank you, whoever just reminded me of that. That era, Justice League is so good. Godland is so good. Godland is something I never got to finish reading. I started reading it. That's the Joe Casey. Is Joe Casey right? And I cannot remember the artist's name, who kind of is siphoning the Jack Kirby in him. Is there a comic book story or run that you would like to see animated? God Loves, Man Kills. I'd love to see that animated. Scully. Thank you, Nightcrawler. That's who it was. Tom Sicoli. I think that's how you say his name. Whose art and mechanics and all that looks very similar to Jack Kirby. That's why I picked up those. I think there's a total of 3 hardcovers. Not sure if you talked about it already, Omar, but did you see the Cinemassacre Snyder Cut Justice League critique video that just dropped? I haven't seen it yet, man. Have not seen it yet. Surely. Is that how you say it? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Surely. I can do that. Animated DC versus Marvel. Animated Mutant Massacre. That would be cool. Animated. Have they done Blackest Night yet? Do you know the date of the Hellfire Gala HC? I believe that's in November sometime. I think the creepy stuff is not going to be reprinted. I think it was a one-time thing for Dark Horse. At least to my knowledge. And then they'll go the trade paperback route. Omar, have you read, and what are your thoughts on Aquaman run that follows John's run? They're okay. It's hard. It's hard to follow up Jeff Johns on that run because he kind of redefined the character of Aquaman. But they're okay. I didn't go and see Transformers this week. The last week of the month for me on this channel is the busiest week, mainly because I do the upcoming collected editions video, and I'm catching up on reads. So it is the hardest week for me, and I'm busy. I don't have time to do anything else. So, like my one-on-ones that I do, I try to plan around that last week, so I don't have to do it that last week on our Patreon. And yeah, so I didn't get to catch. I did get to see it a couple of years ago. I took Maddie, Amanda, and Tina. We saw it with Dan and Andrew, and then I went off to Baltimore Comic Con. It was a good time. What do I think of Deathstroke by Christopher Priest? Well, every month I do my top 10 essential buys or must buys or the recommended buys, recommended reads. Let's just say that one's on there. Oh, man, this breaks my heart. Do you think Clamp will ever finish any of their series that are on hiatus? X, Clover, Drug and Drop. I really wish they would go back and do X. I love that series. But I don't know, man. Probably not. Not for a while. I haven't read Inferno yet. I still need to read. I need to finish reading the Trial of Magneto, but then I may just skip that and go with Inferno. Omar, excluding all X-Men or X-Men related stuff, pick your favorite omnibus. I did my top 10 a couple of years ago. I had things in there like New Warriors, Gotham Central, the big Colossal Conan. That's what got me into Conan. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. When are the new Epic Collection announcements coming? In a week or so. Maybe not next week, but the following week. Omar, what's your opinion on Marvel's What If episodes being connected? Oh my God, did they do that? I heard a rumor that the last episode was going to be connected, and it's no. I don't like that. I like them being standoffish. If they're connected, then they completely missed the point of What If and just made it an Exiles type of show. Hey Omar, Uncanny X-Force by Rick Remender needs a reprint, don't you think? Astonishing X-Men is getting one. I don't know if that one is or not. Trial of Magneto probably will get an OHC, I want to say. I won't spoil anything, but the ending of issue 1 of Inferno was a doozy. Has me really excited for the rest of the series. Oh. Please review Indian comics. I can give you a link if you want to buy with cover price. I'll be honest with you, man, Arian. I tried to order some a couple of, maybe it was at the beginning of the year, and none of them came through. Our orders were canceled. So I don't know what happened. And since I do physical comics here, I have to have physical books to show people. I haven't been reading Batman 89. I'm waiting for the collected edition, the big hardcover. Darth Vader Omnibus by SOULE slated for October 20th and previews. No, that got shifted to November 11th, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say is yes, November 11th. Then again, that could change. Any news on X-Force by Percy getting an HC? I'm going to be announcing the newest Dawn of X HC on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come back for that. What? My cousin just picked up the Colossal Conan Omni last week. So it's a beast, right? It's huge. I love that book. It's so big. At this time, I just want to remind everybody to hit that like button, please. Omar, do you think New X-Men will get a reprint next year? I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. It's gotten 4 printings. Iron Man Epic Collection Volume 5, Avengers Epic Collection Volume 8? Let's see. I don't know. There is Avengers in here, and there is an Iron Man, and a couple of new ones. So I can't wait to announce those. When does the Deathstroke Omni come out? The Deathstroke Omni should be out next week. And I've gotten conflicted. Like, some people have it in the UK. That's really cool. As well as Batwoman. But I've seen some conflicting dates. And, oh, my gosh, thank you so much for reminding me. It's 101. I got to go to Amanda's little, her little daughter has a birthday. I got to take my kids. Or was I? I think that's it. What should I read next? Okay, I got to answer my boy Project Viking. Let's do 3 more questions. What should I read next? East of West, Fear Agent, Noshka, or Castle in the Stars? Castle in the Stars isn't finished yet. I think that's still going on. Fear Agent, oh my God, it's his magnum opus, and you're going to break my heart when you tell me you don't like it, though. East of West is solid. You can't go wrong with that. Noshka, all right, here you go, man. Here you go. This is what you do. East of West, right? Even though it has kind of a feel to Noshka. You read East of West, and then you read Noshka, go back to Fear Agent, and then Castle of the Stars. That's how you do it, my dude. Let's take a couple more questions. Oh, thank you, Paul. My dad is doing better, man. I really appreciate that. Good to see you guys, too. Much love to all of you. Omar, please push for a Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 16. Okay, I will push. Please tell which is a good series that currently ongoing in Marvel. Well, I like the Astonishing... I'm sorry. I really dug the Immortal Hulk. Venom was really good. Both of those series just wrapped up, though. And one more question. Avatar Last Airbender comics, do you like it? I haven't read any. I did like the show, though. The show was really good. So at this moment, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Check out Walt's Comic Shop if you're in Europe. Check out Cheap Graphic Novels here in America. And remember, we do have a gallery edition. I just shared it, the Amazing Spider-Man Gallery Edition. Thank you again to Marvel for giving us this exclusive breaking news. Didn't even have to wear the suit. Speaking of suit, Monday, baby. Baby Tuesday. And a couple more. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. As far as my schedule this week, tomorrow will be my top 10 essential buys. Monday will be the breaking news of a new Marvel Omnibus, and then Young Avengers overview. Tuesday will be the trades, and maybe a breaking news. Wednesday will be either Deathstroke or Batwoman, and then Thursday will be the upcoming Marvel collections for January, and then Friday will be Batwoman. There you go. I did it. Everyone, stay healthy, stay safe out there. Seriously, guys. Much love.